Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout for Simple Stories. I'm using the really beautiful Sunkissed Collection. It's bright colours, full of summer and lovely things, and it's really cute and bright and happy, and it really just screams summer, and I'm just in love with it. So I've always loved yellow. So it's been one of my favourite colours to scrap with. So I was instantly drawn to this bright yellow print. So it's a bright yellow solid background with kind of, I don't know how to describe it, loops, rows of twiddles or loops going across. And I just loved it. And I knew I wanted to use it as a background. I've got really sunny photos from some super hot days last year. I just thought that the bright yellow would work really well to portray the feel of how hot it was on this day. I decided to go for a circle theme today. So I thought I would use the circle crops. So Simple Stories do a set of circle photo crops. They are transparent circles in various sizes, and it means you can put them over the top of your photo, or in this case right now that I'm using the smaller size, I'm going over the 2x2 squares on the paper, and I'm going to and then I can get my design central, and then I can draw around it and then cut it out. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going around my photos. That I use the slightly bigger ones, the 2.5-inch circle crop for my photos, and then I've used the 2-inch circle crop for these 2x2 squares, and you can see that I can really pick out the fun elements on these squares and turn them into circle shapes really rather easily. I'm just spending a little bit of time doing that, going around and cutting out lots of circles, and I'm going to cut out some white circles as well, because I felt that the patterns might need a little bit of separation. And I'm also going to cut circles from different pattern papers as well, from the 6x8 paper pad 2. Okay, so I've sped forward a little bit, and I've got lots of circles cut now. With this whole circle theme, I thought I would also cut I would also make some little rosettes. Now, I've always been a sucker for anything paper folded or like any kind of rosettes. I absolutely love. I thought I would make some of these. I make them quite regularly, and they're super easy to make. You can get metal dies that will cut the piece out for you. You can also cut them on Silhouette machine or other electronic cutter, but I find that if I make them manually, then I can be in control of the size and the depth myself. So I tend to make them manually quite regularly. So I've taken here 2 strips of paper. So I love the pretty bright diagonal striped paper you can see just there. So I've cut one, I think, a 1.5-inch strip, and then this one that I'm just folding now is the reverse pattern of that, and I think that is a 1-inch strip. And then I'm going to make a smaller one much later on, because I decided that in the end I needed 3. You get the idea. So what I'm doing is I've taken a strip. They're 12 inches long, and I'm scoring at every 1/4 of an inch. And then I just concertina fold, and then stick the ends together. I use a hot glue gun to do that, to stick the ends together. Then I just punch a small circle using a circle punch, and then I stick one to the reverse of the completed rosette with my glue gun. I just find that the glue guns work really well. I used to do this before I had a glue gun, I used to do this with wet glue, like glossy accents. But I found that I would have to leave it for several hours to stick, to fully dry, whereas the glue gun is instant. And the glue guns are so cheap. I got mine for like £8 or something, so it was well worth the investment. And I bought an enormous pack of glue sticks. I use it, and it's amazing how often I use it. I use it for the kids' projects all the time, and rosettes. So it's a very useful tool to have. Now I've got one, I'd never be without it. Okay, so you can see there I've just stuck the ends together of that large rosette there, and the small, I think, have I done the small one as well? And I've got my two little circles I've just cut out just with a punch, and I'm just sticking that on there and holding that in place just for a few seconds while the glue dries. So that actually popped up, so it wasn't dry enough, so I've had to put a punch on top of it to hold it in place. And I'm now doing the little one, so that was a 1 inch strip. And at this point I've really burned myself, so I don't normally do this. I'm normally very good with the glue gun, but it popped up at the wrong moment and it completely stuck itself, boiling hot glue, to my thumb. And as I sit here doing this voiceover, I have a big blister on my thumb. I've never done it before. I showed my daughter when she got home from school. I said, look, I had an accident with the glue gun. She's like, oh no, mummy. So whoopsie daisy, never mind. It'll heal, I'm sure. I don't normally have a problem with it, but say it just popped up at the wrong moment and proper welded itself to my thumb. So there you go. Funny story there, but hopefully all will be fine. Okay, so I have my two rosettes. The pain was worth it. I love them. They're super duper cute, and they can act as layers behind my photos and my other circles that I have going on, and they just go really well with the circular theme. I also love the fact that they give out so much texture. You know, you can really see all the different dimension there, and it just looks a very different texture to a flat circle. So I think it's a really nice thing to include on a layout. I really, really love them. And I know they're a bit thick. I mean, they're 1/4 inch thick, which is quite thick for a scrapbooking embellishment, but I don't mind. I think they're awesome. So I will always use them no matter how thick they are. So I'm going circle-tastic today, and I've got all these circles. I've cut loads from pattern papers, and I've cut loads from white cardstock, just a little bit bigger, like an outline, just slightly bigger than the small circles, and I've cut some white circles slightly bigger than the bigger circles. So I have a whole load of circles going on here. I just need to now kind of figure out how I'm going to arrange this layout. So do I do a grid formation? Do I just do random? At the moment, I'm not really happy. It's all looking a bit crazy and busy and doesn't really have a good flow yet. So I'm just going to spend some time fiddling around and trying to work it out. Do I need all the patterns that I've got? Do I need all of the 2 inch squares that were on that paper? Do I need all of those? Because they've got little motifs and sayings like fun in the sun, good times. So do I need all of them? Can I lose some? Is it just too much? And I think in the end I decided that yes, it is too much. So I'm just going to, now before I decide it's too much, I'm going to add some more circles. So I'm taking some stickers from the sticker sheet and sticking them onto a piece of white cardstock. Then I'm going to punch those out just with circle punches. I could try and cut them out, but they're probably not going to be very smooth if I do that. So I'm just going to use a circle punch to do that. There we go. I've got circle punches in lots of different sizes. So I think I've got a 3/4 inch one and a 1 inch circle punch for these stickers, and that works really well. It does chop off a tiny amount of the outline of the sticker, but no big deal. You can still see the central design. So I think right now I'm looking for my smaller punch. There we go. And just cutting all of those out as well. So I think I just needed some different sizes of circles as well. So I've got the big rosette, I've got the different sized circles that I've cut from the papers, and then I wanted some smaller ones too, to kind of fill in the gaps really. So I've done that by using those stickers from the sticker book. And then I was really attracted to this sun on the foam stickers, but I was a bit worried that I wouldn't be able to fit it in if I stuck everything down first. So I thought I'd bring the sun, bring in the word summer, which I was also in love with, and then I can continue to arrange my circles around that. But once I've got those two big elements in, then I can commit to where I'm going to put my circles. So my title is going to be Summer Fun, and I've got the word summer from the foam stickers, and then I've got the word fun from the individual alphabet stickers in the sticker book. Okay, so here I have finally settled on a design. I'm happy with how it's looking. Everything is stuck down. And now I'm just going to add some little phrases to the layout as well and continue on with my embellishments. I've also at the bottom of the layout on the little windmill circle, you can see another smaller circle there. That is a smaller pinwheel that I made from a piece. I think it was 3/4 of an inch wide strip by 12, and then I did the same thing, concertina to every 1/4 an inch, and made that into a little tiny rosette. It's super cute because it's very, very small. So that's the good thing about manually making them yourself. You can choose what size you want, whereas if you have dies and you're only using the dies, then you're stuck with those sizes. So once I realised that, I was free. I could then move away from the metal die that I had, and then I got rosettes in all different sizes. So yeah, I made that little one down the bottom there. I've added a foam sticker to the middle. I have added those foam stickers that say good vibes and fun in the sun, top right, and I've got another one on the rainbow circle that says sunny days. I'm thinking that this layout is pretty busy already, so I'm trying to keep my embellishments to a minimum whilst also making sure that I use, I have a decent amount on there. I don't want it to look sparse. So I've just added a foam flower. I've added a little windmill puffy sticker and some more little hearts. I'm just adding in some enamel dots. They work really well because they're circular, of course, so they go really well with my whole circles theme that I've got going on. So I'm just adding in those in all different colours. I do love enamel dots, don't you? They're just the best thing, aren't they? One can never have too many of those. Yeah, nearly finished now. Well, I am finished now. I just wanted to put some splatters of white paint in the background. So I'm just using my shaky thing with white acrylic paint and just adding a few splatters of white to the background, and that's me done. I hope you've enjoyed this layout. I love how bright it is and how happy it is and how much it just screams summer. Yes, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this layout. That was Nikki Rowland for Simple Stories using Sunkissed.